Alrighty guys, so today I'm going to be doing a full-on wear test. So kind of like first impressions as well on this Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, and it has an SPF of 20, but I have my shade in MC1, so if you want to see how this lasts on me throughout the day and everything, just keep watching. So I got the shade MC1, and it does come with like this plastic seal all around it. Okay, and I already did put on my primer. I just put on the Benefit Professional just on the areas for my pores. And it does have this big doe foot applicator. I kind of just guessed online what these colors were. So hopefully this one works. So first I'm going to do this half with a sponge, just because I like sponges better. It doesn't really get much product on it. It gets a little bit on that like little circle indent, and then you have to constantly go back in. So that is what one layer looks like. I didn't really cover up my acne scars or anything, but we are going to go in on the other side and try it with my flat brush. Alright, so that is the brush side. I don't really like it as much as the sponge side, just because the sponge gets pressed into the skin more and it doesn't look like it's sitting on top. So I'm just going to use a sponge and do that for the rest of the face. I'm going to go in with 2 layers just to see if we can cover up some of the acne stuff. Alright, so this is what it looks like overall on the skin. I mean, it's not like a matte finish, it's definitely not dewy either, it's just like a satin, but I think it looks really nice so far. The second layer did cover up more of my acne, so that is good. I'll probably go in with a little bit of concealer on top to try to fix it, but I'm going to finish up the rest of my makeup so I don't look dead, and I will come back and tell you guys how it looked putting like the bronzer and everything on it. Alrighty guys, so this is how the foundation is looking after everything is on it. I think it looks really nice. Yeah, it's definitely oxidized just a little bit. You can kind of see like the coloration on my neck, but I don't know why, but that's what all foundations seem to do recently. But I am going to get on with my day. The current time is 8:26 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to work and I will check in later. Time is 1:47 in the afternoon, and I just recently got back from the chiropractor because my neck was all really bad. Like, it was just fucked up. I couldn't turn my head like to the left like I am now. Don't know what happened, but this morning if I was a little off, I was in a lot of pain. But anyway, let's look at the foundation. So it hasn't really changed at all. It did kind of break up a little bit on my chin, but besides that, it looks really nice. I think it looks more like regular skin, and I am used to like really full coverage foundations, so this one's more of like a medium. So yeah, so far so good. I like it. We will check in later. Alrighty guys, so it is the end of the night. It is currently 9:37. Oh my god. 9:37, 9:38. It's at night and I'm meant to go to bed. It has been 13 hours basically since my foundation has been on, and honestly, this is probably one of my new favorites. I didn't use like a normal primer. I used my Benefit Professional, so that doesn't really do much for me with like oils and stuff, but even with that, like, my forehead is barely oily. Like, all this still looks nice. It does look a little bit cakey right up in here, and a little bit did rub off on my chin, but I think everything looks good because I haven't touched up on it, and I think if I did touch up, then it would look the same as if it did when I first did it this morning. So I really like this foundation. I'd probably give it like a 4.5 out of 5, just because it did oxidize a bit, and I don't like the wand on it. Let me find it. The wand is kind of irritating. So there's this wand that Physician Formula has, and there's the other one that I just tested out from Rimmel, and it has this more kind of flattish shape wand. And this one you can get a lot of product on, but for some reason you think the Physician Formula one would be just like the Tarte one, where you can get a lot of product in that middle section, but it just doesn't really give that much product on the rest of the brush. Like, you can get a lot in the middle, but that's like 2 swipes, and then you have to keep constantly dipping back into the tube. So honestly, that is a bit annoying. I would rather them have a pump, but yeah, I think the shade match was decent. It did oxidize a little bit, but overall, I do like it. That is the end of this video, guys. If you want to see more content from me, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click the subscribe button with the little bell notification just next to it, so you get notified when I actually post a video.